Hey, what's up guys? Big Time Collector 01 here, back at it again with another face-off review. And today we'll be taking a look at the Transformers Retro Card Walmart exclusive Bumblebee versus the Missing Link Bumblebee. Ooh, I'm pretty excited for this one. I think this is going to be a fun one because I want to see which one replicates the vintage G1 Bumblebee the best. So let's kick things off and start things with round one. Starting things off with round one, we have packaging. Starting with the retro carded Bumblebee first. As you can see, he comes in that, retro style blister card, just like how the original G1 figure did back in the day. You can see you get some really nice artwork on the side here. You get the bubble, Transformers logo at the top. And I really like how they went back to the old school Hasbro logo down here. That's really cool. On the back, you get some classic G1 artwork. So you can see this is an official Volkswagen license, which is awesome. There's a little bio if you want to read it, and the tech specs. If you like, you can get this out, just like the old G1 packaging. So yeah, this is really cool. I really do like how this looks. Now taking a look at the Missing Link Bumblebee's packaging first. As you can see, this is just like a protective box that the actual box is in. So that's really cool. Like every Takara product comes in these types of boxes, and it's very, very small. Like it's such a small box. Like to measure this box out, it is only 4¼ inches tall and 4 inches wide, which is so crazy. But yeah, as you can see, it's all black. It's got like the C-03, that because Bumblebee is the third figure in the Missing Link line. Missing Link Bumblebee. Got it on the side, on the other side, bottom, top, and on the back, you get it, all this read up. As you can see, it's also an official Volkswagen licensed product. But let's get to it and open this package up. And just opening this up, just pull this on the side here. And then you get the actual packaging in the inside. Well, you get that cardboard, but then you also get this. This is the actual packaging that the figure's in, which looks really cool. I really do like how this looks. See, it's in that box. Everything's in Japanese over here, but, it's pretty much obvious what this says. That's obviously Bumblebee. That says Transformers. But everything else, I don't know what it says. But as you can see, it replicates the, old artwork of the original packaging from the 1984 for the Transformers very well, which is really cool. Both packagings on these figures look really cool. And originally, I was going to give it to the retro carded Bumblebee because that's how I remember the packages looking for the 1984 figures, because they were on these blister cards. But here's the thing. The Missing Link Bumblebee is using the Japanese packaging. This is how the figures looked back in the day in Japan. So it's still accurate. So both are accurate to some sort of degree. So I really like how the Missing Link one goes for a Japanese aesthetic, which is awesome. So this round is a tie. Moving on to round two, we have accessories. Starting off with the Missing Link Bumblebee, he comes with this little baggie. I'm pretty sure this is the instructions, but it also comes with some stickers that you can put on the figure and this little card. I'm not going to open it, but, this is cool. But for his actual accessory, he comes with this tiny little blaster. This thing is so small. It is crazy. But, you can actually put it into the hand like so. Just plug it in there, and there you go. But you can also store it in his foot right here. So you can see there's that little peg hole. Take the gun. You actually have to place it upside down. And then there's a peg right there. And you plug it in there. And then there you go. And you can actually still transform the figure with this in there, which is really cool. So I do like some weapon storage. As for the retro carded Bumblebee, he obviously comes with some instructions showing you how to transform the figure. But for his actual accessories, he comes with the same gun that the Netflix mold came with, which this reuses. You can see it's the big bazooka that you can actually take apart, into those two smaller guns. And I'm not sure what this is, but you can actually flip this out. But I don't know what this is for, to be honest, but yeah, this is cool. Like how you can take apart the guns, you can actually take these kickstands off, and these will be more apparent in the vehicle mode. But it's cool that you can plug them in here. There's playability to it. You see, he can hold on to it like so, or again, he can dual wield these things, which is fun. It's cool. It's got some fun factor to it, and you can take off his backpack for some, for like a shield or something, which is really cool. There's a little weird thing about this. I'm trying to see which one closely resembles the, original vintage G1 toy. But in this category, and well, again talk about this same thing in a later category, but in this category, the vintage G1 Bumblebee didn't even come with any accessories. So, are both inaccurate? I mean, yes, it's inaccurate for these two to actually come with accessories, but these are toys. They should come with accessories. Am I gonna, give it a tie since they come with accessories? No. The winner here is the retro carded Bumblebee, mainly because you can have some fun with the gun, You can put I guess it's a stock on the back. You can put the kickstand up. You can, divide it into two guns. Well, the original one, or the missing link one here, comes with only just a little pea shooter. So this round goes to the retro carded Bumblebee. Moving on to round 3, we have paint and sculpt. Let's take a look at the missing link Bumblebee first. Starting off, he is so small. This thing is tiny, and we'll talk about more about his size later, but he is very small, but, that is very accurate to the original vintage G1 toy. But as you can see, he replicates that look very well, like almost perfectly, just with some modern updates, as you can see. But yeah, it looks perfect to the G1 toy. There's not much more I can say about it. As you can see, like, it's just almost perfect. As you can see on the bottom of his foot, he has the rub sign, which is a nod to the 1985 releases where they had the rub signs where you rub it off and you can reveal the logo. Because I know that they, in 1985, they would replace the logos like this with the rub signs. So I'm glad that they kept it with this and had the rub signs still be a part of the figure, which is really cool. But yeah, this is a perfect representation of the 1984 Bumblebee. Moving on to the retro carded Bumblebee, as you can see, he is a repaint of that original Netflix Bumblebee. As you can see, he has all the same things as that figure. I don't have that original mold. I mean, not everyone does. It was hard to come by a figure, but I'm very glad that they reissued it with this figure, and it looks really cool. I do like the colors. I really do like how it looks, but there is some inaccuracies. Bringing back the the original G1 or the missing link Bumblebee, as you can see, the heads are much different. As you can see, this goes for a more animation accurate look, while this is more of a toy look, and this is supposed to replicate the toy. As you can see on the box art, he has that battle mask. He's always had that battle mask in the G1 toy. So it's so weird that they didn't give him a new head. They gave him the battle mask, but they gave the retro carded Gears a new head. It was really weird. It would have been cooler if they gave him the battle mask. But overall, it is very similar. As you can see, the forearms are black, very similar to the the G1 look. The new retro carded Bumblebee looks really cool, and it's really nice to see that we're getting this Netflix Bumblebee mold being reissued, because it's officially licensed by Volkswagen, so that's really cool. But when it comes to replicating the original G1 toy, the head is off, the proportions are off, so it's very inaccurate in that point. But the missing link Bumblebee is a spot-on representation of that original 1984 toy look. It even has a nod to the 1985 release with the rub sign logo on the bottom of its foot. So this is a really cool tribute to that figure and gets him the win for this round. Now moving on to round 4, we have articulation. Their heads can look up this much with, the retro carded Bumblebee actually looking up. And the retro carded Bumblebee can't look down at all, but the missing link Bumblebee can hide his whole face, but that's mainly for the transformation. But both heads can turn all the way around. Their shoulders can move out that much with the retro carded Bumblebee having a clear edge, but also both the figure's arms can rotate all the way around. But both have a bicep swivel. But the missing link Bumblebee cannot rotate his bicep outward. It actually stops. It can only move inward, and it can't go all the way around. And the retro carded Bumblebee has rotating wrists. Their legs can kick out that much, which is really good. It's about the same. Both have single jointed knees with a 90-degree bend. Both have ankle pivot, with the retro carded Bumblebee having more of a pivot. The missing link Bumblebee is very under-articulated, but that's kind of by design. But the original G1 toy legit had no articulation other than the rotating shoulders. So, again, this is kind of where that debate comes in. Do I tie them because of, them actually having articulation compared to the original toy? No. Yeah, clearly the retro carded Bumblebee gets the win because he has a lot more articulation into him, because, he's a modern figure, while the missing link is based off the G1 toy. But yes, this round goes to the retro carded Bumblebee. Before we take a look at the, alt mode. Let's take a look at a few comparisons. Measuring them out, the retro card Bumblebee comes to around 4 inches tall, while the missing link comes to around 3¼ inches tall. And here are these two Bumblebees next to the Studio Series 86 Bumblebee. If you weren't a fan of this, new Bumblebee mold, you can get the new reissue of the Netflix mold here. So that's really cool how these two are now both on shelves. Now let's transform the two and take a look at their alt modes. Taking a look at the retro carded Bumblebee's alt mode first, as you can see, it is this more realistic looking Volkswagen Beetle, which is really cool. I really do like it. You can see it is officially licensed by Volkswagen. You can see the logos on the tires here, which is really cool. If my camera would focus, as you can see the logos on the tire. It's also on the hood here, which is really cool. I do like this official look. It looks really dope. But this is inaccurate to the toy, which we'll see in a moment. Now taking a look at the, missing link Bumblebee, it is a perfect recreation of the G1 toy from 1984. It's that, smushed version of a Volkswagen Beetle, has that more square look opposed to that rounded look. The head doesn't fully go in, but that's like everybody's copy, so it's not just mine. As you can see, you got this little detail at the back, which the retro card also has on the back, which is a really nice touch. As you can see, it's got that little sticker there to replicate the G1 toy. But yeah, this is more what it looked like back in the day. Now for some size comparisons in alt mode, you can see the retro carded Bumblebee is 1½ inches tall and about 4 inches long. The missing link is around 2 inches long, while it's also 1¼ inches tall. And here's both of them next to the Studio Series 86 Bumblebee, which closely resembles the G1 toy much better. As you can see, it has that more, square look, the more squished look, opposed to the realistic look of the Earthrise mold. So, yeah, there's no comparison here. As the realistic Volkswagen looks really cool, of course, the accuracy to the toy is going to win here, because I really do like how the missing link is just a perfect recreation of that original mold. But yeah, there's no comparison here. The missing link wins this round. Moving on to the final round, we have price. The retro carded Bumblebee is a Walmart exclusive and is only $25.99, that being a retail deluxe price, which is really nice to see, because again, this is a very hard to get mold of, especially of that original Netflix Bumblebee, where that figure goes up to really high prices, around $80 to $100. So yeah, it's really nice to see a reissue of that figure. The missing link Bumblebee here is $40. That's all because it's an import from Japan, but also, yeah, because it's a Takara product, it's an import from Japan. But a lot of people have been thinking or been talking about how if it's worth the $40, because it's a very small package. The figure is very small. It only comes with the blaster, and for $40 it seems much. But if you want, an alternative to getting the vintage G1 Bumblebee, $40 doesn't seem that bad. I mean, it's the same price if you go off of eBay and find like a used G1 Bumblebee. They're around $40 to $50, so it's around the same price. So either way, these are both really good alternatives to the original figures. So this round is a tie. And with that, this face-off is a tie. And there you guys have it. There's my Bumblebee face-off. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. And let me know, who do you think should have won? Should the missing link Bumblebee should have gotten the win, or should the retro carded Bumblebee have gotten the win? Let me know down in the comments below, because both of these are really fun figures. I hope you guys enjoyed this face-off, because I did enjoy making this video. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.